In last video, we have discussed about the moon in the 11th house of the horoscope. In this video, we are going to talk about what happens when you have Mercury in the 11th house of the horoscope. So keep watching. Namaste and welcome to Pramanik Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahazani. Help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic Astrology. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. You will be getting Vedic astrological videos just like this one. And these videos will help you go further faster into Vedic astrological studies. If you have any question, you can add me on Instagram at Pramanik Astrology, or you can put your question into the comment section of the relative YouTube video. I read all the comments on YouTube and I try to reply to almost all the comments. Mercury in the 11th house of the horoscope. What is Mercury? The first thing which comes to my mind when I think of Mercury is intellect. Mercury is your intellectual side. Mercury is your intelligence. Mercury is also good with organization. The organization of the information can also be seen with the Mercury. Mercury loves communication. Communication is the most important signification of the Mercury apart from being intellectual. Mercury loves to network. Mercury likes to establish relationship with the other people. He loves to work in a team, in a group for the mutual benefit. Mercury has special abilities when it comes to the business side or finance side of our life. They have that inherent knowledge and the sense of finance and business. They are good with exchange, trade, commerce. Wherever there is an interaction between the two people, two parties for the trade and commerce, Mercury does great job in such scenarios. Mercury is also great with establishing the patterns and understanding the patterns between the two variables. And it is good with readings and understanding the rules and the complex connection between the rules and the patterns. Mercury is great at negotiating things or selling things, at marketing their own product. Mercury does great job in these situations as well. What is 11th house? 11th house is the most benefic house of the horoscope. It is the ultimate house of gains. 11th house is the house of financial gains. 11th house is second to the 10th house. 10th house is the house of your work status, and now 11th house is the dhanasthan to your status, to your work, to what you do, your highest material achievement. 11th is the dhanasthan to your highest material achievement. 11th house is 12th to the 11th. 11th house is 12th to the 12th. So it's the loss to the loss. And it is the 6th from the 6th. So it is the obstacle to the obstacle. So all these significations of the 11th house makes this house extremely benefic and powerful. So if you have any big dreams, you have to look for these houses. Your dreams, desires, wishes can also be seen with the 11th house, because 11th house is the ultimate Kama Trikona house. These are the houses which drives you through the desires, and this might deviate you from your dharma, the 159 houses, but it is the house of gains. 11th house, apart from being the house of gains, is also the house of your friends, networking, and the connection with the social organizations. Larger organizations can be seen with the 11th house. 11th house is about your social circles, your networking, your friends. 11th house shows your ability to enjoy the life. Do you have the capacity to enjoy the life? Can be seen with the 11th house. So it becomes very important. We all seek happiness, right? 4th house is the house of happiness, but how do you enjoy the life is seen from the 11th house and 11th lord and their condition in the chart. 11th house is the house of upachar category. it grows with time. So whatever planet you have in 11th house will start giving its result in the later part of the life as you grow old, and you constantly improve in that area of your life. You will constantly improve in the lordship of the planets sitting in the 11th house. What do I mean by that? Suppose you have a planet situated into the 11th house holding the 10th house, which is the lord of the 10th house. So you will constantly make improvement and progress in your career, and you will have gains through your career. So now what happens when we have Mercury in the 11th house of the horoscope? The planet of the networking and friendship comes into the house of networking and friendships. So this is the most favorable position for Mercury to show his talent, to go all out and network with everybody. Okay, it's like Mars in the 10th house. Mars feels comfortable in the 10th house. It's like a soldier with the sword in the jungle. So it makes sense. So he loves that place. Imagine a soldier with the sword sitting next to the kitchen. Doesn't make sense. What he will do in the kitchen? In fact, he will annoy the person working in the kitchen. So he loves into the 10th house. Same applies to the Mercury in the 11th house. Mercury in the 11th house is like a person who is ready to connect with people, is getting an opportunity to connect with people. The planet of fun and recreational activity comes into the house where we judge the ability to enjoy. So Mercury loves being into the 11th house. The people with the 11th house Mercury will always enjoy the life. You will hardly see a person with the Mercury in the 11th house sad. No matter what, they will keep enjoying their life. 11th house is the house of gains. The planet of the business and selling and trading comes into the house of gains. So these people, the person with the Mercury in the 11th house has that inherent qualities to sell. Mercury has the ability to communicate. They have that business sense and financial prudence. More so, now they are getting the environment of 11th house. Now they are getting a bigger canvas. Now they are getting the bigger platform to connect, to showcase their talent. And Mercury loves to be in the 11th house and makes this opportunity count and connects with social organizations, sell their products and make money and grow their business. 11th house is the house of your cultural activities, is also about the recreational activities. Now, the planet of your skill or art is coming into the house of your talent or the skills. We always believe that Venus is the planet of the art, but apart from Venus, Moon and Mercury are also responsible for artistic pursuits and artistic capabilities. Mercury is versatile planet. He has that capacities for the artistic creation. So when Mercury comes into the 11th house, the person with the 11th house Mercury excels into the artistic pursuits. From the 11th house, Mercury aspects the 5th house of the horoscope. What is 5th house? 5th house is about your intelligence. 5th house is about your romance. 5th house is the house of your hobbies and skills. It's the ultimate third house. It is the ultimate house for your hobbies. It's the place where your hobbies become passion. Now this business-minded, versatile, youthful planet is aspecting the 5th house. So this makes the person charming, makes the person creative, and makes the person popular in the social circles. Remember we talked about the 5-11 axis. Now Mercury is putting his element into the 5-11 axis. Now this person will be popular in their social circles. because of their wit or maybe sense of humor, or they being charming and artistic. So they are well known in their circle of friends as well as wherever they connect socially. What if you have debilitated Mercury in the 11th house? When Mercury is debilitated into the 11th house, it rules the second house and the fifth house for the Taurus ascendant. The first thing you have to look for is check if this Mercury is with Venus. If it is with Venus, it creates the Nichabanga Raju. Then check the Rashi of the Mercury in the D9 chart. If it is the Pisces Rashi or the Virgo Rashi or the Gemini Rashi, then it kind of cancels the Nichabanga. Then it kind of cancels the debilitation of the Mercury. Okay. But you have to look for these Rashis before concluding anything. Okay. What if you have an exalted Jupiter? What if you have an exalted Mercury into the 11th house? When Mercury is exalted, it rules the 8th house and the 11th house. So the first thing you have to do is check for the Rashi of the Mercury in that D9 chart. If it is debilitated or it's in the Gemini or Virgo, you have to check that, and then you have to come to the conclusion that yes, this Mercury is strong or this Mercury is weak or this Mercury is giving mixed results. Okay. Apart from exaltation and debilitation, there are other six-folded strength. Debilitation or exaltation is just one tiny part of that strength. So don't just come to the conclusion with a single element, no matter how profound it seems. Okay, otherwise you will miss the point. So what to watch next if you are starting into Vedic astrology? Go and watch how to get started into Vedic astrology playlist, or go and watch the Ascendant playlist, or go and watch the RetroGrade playlist, or just go to my YouTube page, go to the playlist section and start exploring the videos and start exploring the fascinating world of Vedic astrology, sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace.